Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian Joleen Lunzer and Big Brother superfan here to bring you some more Big Brother universe news, roasts, recaps. Today, we're going to be talking about our old frenemy, I'll call her, Aaryn Gries, aka now Aaryn Williams, who was on BB15. If you guys remember the notoriously bigoted season of Big Brother BB15. Aaryn was the one who they evicted. And when they did, she was met with boos. And Julie Chen had to ask her the hard-hitting questions like, what did you say about Helen? And Aaryn's response was, it's a Texas thing. I just say all these bigoted things because I'm from Texas. and her eyebrows were so mad at her that they were trying to leave her face because they were like, we don't want to be associated with this lady and her backwards views. Well, now Aaryn is back. She has been back for quite a while. Not in the Big Brother universe. She rarely speaks on it, but she is back as a family mommy vlogger, and I did a little research into that, so we'll be talking about that. And she recently, within the last couple weeks, did an interview with Lara Trump. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Lara. She's married to Eric, which I think is the blonde one, the forgotten Trump son. And we're going to take a look at that interview because she does mention BB15, and we're going to roast and recap it the way we do. If this is your first time on my channel, I take a comedic look at things that interest me, television shows, pop culture, things like that. We roast, we recap, we provide commentary and comedy. I'm very opinionated, but you're welcome to have your opinions in the chat and in the comments section. But as Julie Chen says, but first, make sure you guys hit that like. Let's set a like goal. I asked you guys in the chat to sound off and let me know what our like goal should be. And Christine... I love this like goal. I'm going to pick Christine's because she said 1134, so 1134. Hell in beeper code. And if you are as old as I am, you remember putting codes in so that when you turned it upside down, it would say boobs or boobless. Okay. Those were the days. Kids now will never know what they missed. All right. So smash that like, sound off. If you want to support the channel further, you can always subscribe. We're up to 35,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You can also send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. You can send a super thanks after the video post, or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Okay. And thank you to those of you who have, or you can join my YouTube membership, Patreon. I have all the things that all the creators have. And if you want to support me further, you can hit me up there. Okay. So I realize that everyone who finds this video might not know the history of Aaryn. They might only know her as this mommy vlogger. So I want to pull up some things so we can just get reacquainted with Aaryn. Oops. So Aaryn, obviously, like I said, she was on the season of Big Brother 15. Now, Big Brother 15 was interesting season. It's not quite the forgotten season of BB9, but it was a season of US Big Brother that we now look back on. And even then we're like, oh, the cast was a lot of bigots. Aaryn was one of the biggest ones in the house. Herself, Gina Marie, Amanda, that one Jeremy guy, all of them. And if you remember Aaryn, you remember she got in a fight with Candace, aka Candyland, and she was like, what you gonna do, girl? She made comments about different people within the house. Told Helen, the woman who the Asian woman in the house, Helen, Asian house guest, she told her to like shut up and make rice. She called out Andy, the gay house guest. He is a gay man, and she said, I don't remember I think she called him queer or something, but not in the way that the kids are using queer now. And just a lot of hateful stuff came out of this young woman, so much so that she lost her modeling agency when she left the show. And today, and a whole bunch of news sources did articles. I found a article here from today from back in NBC's Today, and this is from 2013. And the headline is a picture of Aaryn and Gina Marie, the illiterate racist, allegedly. Remember, everything I say is alleged. All things are true except for the parts that are false. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Big Brother airs contestants' racist, homophobic remarks. So according to this article, Big Brother was rocked by controversy early last week when subscribers to the show's live stream heard two contestants make racist and homophobic remarks about their fellow players. And on Sunday night, CBS aired some of the comments made by Aaryn Gries and Gina Marie Zimmerman. Contestant Howard Overby, oh Howie, was the one to call out the issue to some of his fellow house guests, while the two women were something or other. Let's see, what does it say? Okay. We're out of the room. Sorry. Noting that Gries, who became head of household Sunday, had made derogatory remarks that you can't apologize for. The show then aired a series of clips in which the 22-year-old pretended to be an Asian nail salon worker, told a pal that Korean-American housemate Helen Kim should shut up and go make some rice, and said that if player Andy Heron got MVP, no one would vote for whoever that queer, quote unquote, nominates. Then fellow house guest Zimmerman noted that African-American contestant Candace Stewart is on the dark side, but she's already dark. Gries added, oh my God, I'm remembering all of these moments. Be careful what you say in the dark because you might not be able to find the BITCH, Aaryn said. I believe at one point Gina Marie did use the N-word as well. She was talking about some kind of insurance and she referred, yeah, it was disgusting. Gina Marie. Ugh. But this isn't, unfortunately, or fortunately, this isn't about Gina Marie. At one point, Gries' string of derogatory comments, another player said, dude, that's rude. And if you just search on YouTube, you can find, if you put in Aaryn Gries, BB15, Gries, racists, you'll find so many videos of her saying things that are just holy shit. You'll have a lot of holy shit moments, and a lot of people have put compilations together in case you've forgotten, in case you want to be reminded of this. But just to give everyone a little reminder of who this woman was on the show. She did not win. She did make it pretty far. And then she had that now infamous interview with Julie Chen when Julie Chen was still Julie Chen and not the Julia Moonves we see today. Aaryn's, I mean, the only justice was her eyebrows, what they did to her. The eyebrows were like, not today, Satan. And they just were, yeah, they were just trying to run. There was like nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And she had that dress. The dress and the eyebrows were the only thing. And Julie Chen read back the comments, and Aaryn seemed to be very shocked during this interview. She got boos, and she tried to explain herself and said it was everyone from Texas talks like this. And she's Texan, and she didn't mean it. And it was really, really awkward. And she just confirmed that I didn't say anything racist. And then in her after season interviews, they went on to tell her, oh, you got dropped by your modeling agency. You got dropped by this. You got dropped by that. And some people would have thought, well, Aaryn got canceled. However, like Auntie Jolene always says, really no one ever gets canceled. They just find a new audience or different people to be around, or they use whatever they did to then make money or whatever. In Aaryn's case, she went on to get married, have, how many kids does she have? 19 and counting. No, she has, let's see, how many kids does Aaryn have? Okay, she has 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 kids, and she went on to be a mommy blogger vlogger with a pretty big social media following and YouTube following. If you check out, if you look up her name now, which is Aaryn Williams. I think she married a gentleman by the name of Nick Williams. And they now make vlogs. She does daily stuff about being a mommy. Here's one of her, you know, she's one of those very wonderful family vloggers. Oh my God. So Aryan Nation Aaryn became Aaryn Williams. And here's one of hers, like, hyping myself up for another day of parenting and homeschooling the feral four on our own. So she's trying to be funny mommy, and she homeschools. Oh, good. I mean, it's always the people. God, yeah. You see people. The people that brag about homeschooling are the people who should not be homeschooling. Do you ever notice that? Shout out to the homeschooling parents who are not like this. But as you can see here, just on her Instagram alone, this woman has a pretty big following. She's got 340,000 followers. I mean, this is insane. It is insane that Aaryn went on to get this many followers, but that is America. This is America. And so again, when people are like, you're going to ruin their lives. No, if anything, they'll just profit off of it and become vloggers. All right. And on her YouTube here, she has 345,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers. I just hit 35,000. So she's all right. So a little back, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on her. So she's allegedly living in Texas, homeschooling, married to this Nick guy. I think they've been married since around 2015, 16. They got 4 kids. She drinks a lot of coffee. It seems like I just did a quick, look at her YouTube, and I was like, looks like she got new tots. So maybe herself or Nick bought her some new tots. And, God bless, why educate yourself on, racism, diversity, American history. Just get new tits and then everything will be okay. All right. So now we're going to take a look at her recent interview. And we're only looking at this now because allegedly she talks about Big Brother, which if she's talking about Big Brother now, let's see what she has to say. All right, let's see what dear Aaryn, let's bring this up. We're going to be doing fair use commentary, which means I'm going to have to stop quite a bit during this interview to provide my commentary, my roasting of this so that it falls under fair use. We're going to put a little bit of background music. We're going to speed it up a little bit so we change it just so that we don't get hit by the Trumps with a copyright, because I don't know. I don't know how I don't know nothing about this Lara Trump. I just know she's married to Eric and he looks weird. That's all I know, allegedly. Okay. And so I don't know how they are with, I don't know if who knows. All right. So we're just going to try our best to not let them hit us with copyright, And again, if you want to go support Miss Laura, we'll call her Lara Trump. Apparently she's a news person, I guess. And she has a YouTube. She's got a YouTuber. Let's see how many she has. Let's see if Aaryn has more than her. Okay, so here's her little channel. Hello, this is what is her channel called? Okay. Oh, clever. Everything's in red. Okay, so she's a right winger, and her channel is called The Right View. So like maybe a take on The View with Lara Trump and her veneers, allegedly. Okay. So, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Awesome. The Right View. All right. Got a lot of red. Let's see. She's got 48.8. Lara. I'm catching up to you, Lara. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, looks like who the hell is Tom McDonald? I don't know who that is, but she likes to, okay. He's getting canceled. She's okay. So she's like cancel culture. All right. So let's take a look at this lady. And I'm going to unmute it here. We're just going to speed it up a little. We're going to speed up 1.3. I'm going to throw a little background music on just to get in the mood, you guys. So grab your favorite beverage because we're going to have some fun roasting and recapping. I don't care what your political affiliation is. All right. You can still laugh. If stuff's funny, it'll be funny. Again, comedy is subjective. So maybe you'll be like, this isn't funny. I take Lara Trump very seriously. And if you do, God bless. Good luck with that. But all of them. Okay. Do we want Into Space or do we want Daydreaming? Let's see. Let me know if the background music gets too distracting. Acoustic. Let's just do acoustic. I feel like it's all right. This is kind of depressing. Into Space? I think I already tried that. Lo-fi. with Lara and Aaryn, Aryan Nation, Aaryn. Let's see what's going on. Okay, here we go. You guys hear that?
Right view, or should I say night?
So here's Lara. Please give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear this. I'm going to start playing a little bit of it and we'll stop and commentate on it as we go. And please sound off in the chat, you guys.
Joined by former Big Brother contestant, entrepreneur, mother of 4, Aaryn Williams. Aaryn, thanks so much.
The new tots are out. Congrats, girl. Them new tots. She got new tots. And they're all wearing red. So much red. We get it. We get it. We get it. Man, tell me you're in a cult without telling me you're in a cult. I mean, why do we always have to wear the color of the party? Calm down.
So much for joining us, or should I say, Aaryn? I'm sure you get that all the time.
Lara's got jokes. Lara, stop. I'm the comedian, not you. You're the news, quote unquote. News. Okay, let's keep going.
No, right?
Yeah.
Your name, for people who don't know you, your name is spelled Aaryn.
Yeah.
And then you have like such a kind of standard last name, Williams, but that's pretty cool. Shout out to people who have unique spelled names because mine.
Oh God, I'm already bored. I shouldn't have signed up for this. How long is this thing? Okay, this is, I can't even tell right now. All right, so Aryan Nation Aaryn says, yeah, there's 2 A's in my name. Yeah, I brought my new girls out. I said tits out for the boys. 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 Oh, my niece is trying to mess. Oh, sorry, Lucy. Auntie's talking about right-wing tits right now. I'll have to call you back. I love you. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Because mine doesn't have a U. Have you always loved this like I have?
Well, I didn't. So my parents made a point in the hospital room.
Well, we know now, looking at her house, I'm bored with, I don't care about her name. I think we're probably going to fast forward that part. That she definitely is into farmhouse rustic. That's her decor.
Blue moon, so to speak. I will go to Starbucks and I will order, and I won't say, and these people I know have no idea who I am. And they ask me my name and I'm like, Lara. And
I didn't know who you were. I did not know who you were, Lara.
They every night.
I love how she's like, and you know, people have no idea who I am. I'm okay.
And we'll spell it Lara. And I'm like, oh, and
is this Lara? Is this what we do? We talk about people's names? Who cares?
On reality
about
TV.
The names she called people. Okay.
Fully grasp what it's like to have constant cameras on you. First of all, what was that experience like? How did you end up on reality TV? Did you love it? Did you hate it? How was it?
Oh my God, what's reality TV like? I don't know. It's probably like being a Trump. Just all the cameras, lots, attention whores.
Well, I was in college and I didn't really know. I mean, I kind of knew. I wanted to be in entertainment. I wanted to be like Samantha Brown. I wanted to travel around. And
God, what a great gig. Yeah.
You know, because
who's Samantha Brown? Now I got to Google Samantha Brown. Don't make me do research, Aaryn. Samantha Brown. She's an American television host who looks like Aaryn. What is she on? Is she on like the Travel Channel or something? All right. I think she might be. Okay. Way to go, Samantha Brown. Oh, she's an American television host, notable for her work as the host of several travel channel. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I mean, you got to kind of be a little more accepting of people if you're going to do that kind of thing, Aaryn. You don't just go to the white places. I can't just go to the whites.
Because review food and hotels and just travel and kind of, that was what I wanted to do. So I was thinking of all of these ways to kind of break into the entertainment industry. And I thought that reality TV would help me do that, which is funny. Considering how it went. But I thought that
Lara's not paying attention. She's like, when do we talk about me? When do back to me? She's like, ha ha ha. What'd she say? What'd this bitch say?
That would help me. And so I applied for Big Brother. I applied I even applied for The Real World. And I was actually the final part of casting for The Real World. Whenever the Big Brother asked me to come for their finals, it was very like at the same time.
Casting, are we really this desperate for like a bigoted blonde chick? I just feel like, oh gosh, bring a book. So cliche.
And so I had a decision to make. Like, am I going to do Real World or Big Brother? And I picked Big Brother.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And
at that time too, that's a weird pick because when BB15 was airing, Real World was still like a legit show that you could launch off of and travel more and do the challenge. So obviously Aaryn not working with much up there at the time if she picked a Big Brother.
And did you feel like obviously in the moment you felt like that was a good decision? Do you feel like that now in retrospect, or do you wish you had done The Real World?
I don't know. You know, I really don't know because I have this platform now that I wouldn't have had if it weren't for Big Brother. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I had the same platform had I done The Real World. I really don't know. But now, like, I can pretty much do whatever I want and I can start a brand like I've done. And I met my husband because I went to like this little reality reunion thing in Houston. And so it's like, there are certain things in my life that wouldn't have lined up the same way if I wouldn't have done it. So I have mixed feelings because, as I'm sure you know, coming out of the house wasn't exactly easy for me.
Well, tell everybody about your experience.
Yes, please. Let your eyebrows lead the conversation, miss.
Before we like fully go into that, so I grew up on a ranch.
She grew up on a ranch, guys. That explains it. Well, case closed. That solves it. All bigots grew up on ranches, apparently.
My dad pretty much only lived on the ranch. He was a rancher through and through, cattle rancher.
So she loves cows, and she doesn't see color when she looks at the cows, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's as rural as you can get. 16,000 acre.
So cool. I love it.
But this
Laura, she's the worst. Oh my God, she's the worst. She's like, oh, cool. I love it. So disingenuous. You don't love it. You don't think it's cool. And you don't love her modern farmhouse. Well, it's not modern, rustic farmhouse decor.
This man had never really been outside of his bubble. And so that was he was like my hero. He was who I modeled myself after. And there were a lot of ways that we talked that I had never been out of my kind of bubble. I did go to Colorado for high school, but I was in a very conservative county in Colorado. I was also, I went to Texas State.
Oh, maybe it was Plathville. Yes. Oh my God. I was just getting caught up on Welcome to Plathville because I'll forget that show's on and 2 seasons will go by and I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, oh my God, Ethan and Olivia are getting divorced. They live in Minnesota. What? She should have went on that show. And the mom's dating and the dad's creepy, but his chest is built. It's like the weirdest thing. Okay.
And so a lot of the jokes that I made on Big.
We need people to stop using jokes because you see comedians do it doesn't mean you could do it, Aaryn. I need people to stop doing that. They always like, it's a joke. It is a joke. It was such a joke. It wasn't structured like a joke. It wasn't delivered like a joke. That was just how you feel. That's not a joke. That wasn't, no.
Big Brother that got me in so much trouble. I had never really been exposed to a very diverse group of people to where I knew that the way that I was talking wasn't okay, and that it was kind of just like my bubble that I grew up in. So when I'm in the house, I'm making these things that I think are jokes, and
you guys, I remember BB15. I don't remember her going, "What you gonna do, girl?" was a joke. I don't remember that. I don't remember it being coming off like that at all. I remember her sounding as if that's just how she really felt about these people. She didn't say it in times of haha, we're kidding. She said it in times when she was mad at the person. She didn't like the person. So you'll always see someone's true character or bigoted nature come out when, if they're upset with someone, they use something against them, like their race, their religion, their sexuality, something like that, as like a weapon. So she weaponized these things against them. So these aren't jokes. So again, we're getting you would think all the new tit juice would go to the brain and be like, we'd have some kind of revelation. It's been a long time since BB15, and this is as far as we've gotten. It's still the same old, tired. I mean, her chest is more evolved than her brain at this point, which is unfortunate. I love a new pair of tots. Love tots. Shout out to all tots. All tots are good tots. But I mean, you can't have your tits be more evolved and progressive than you. You definitely have to. You think you'd learn. But again, we're still going with the tired excuse. It was jokes. I was kidding.
And I'm, acting out of pocket. And I got called out on live TV. I was 22. And I got called out for it on live TV. And I was very shocked because, Julie had immediately called me racist and homophobic, right off the bat.
Yes, she was, at that time, there was Angela Johnson, I believe her name was. She was on Mad TV, and she had a bit about nail techs. And Asian nail techs, and it was it's went viral or whatever. So I don't know if Aaryn, when she was talking about it, I feel like she saw that and she thought, oh, I can do it, I can be funny. But then she was also saying pretty offensive things to Helen, being the only Asian woman in the house. So yeah, just leave it to the comedians, and even we fail at it sometimes. But don't you do it.
That I thought that I was going to be getting clapped for because I was one of the top competitors in the history of Big Brother. I've won more competitions than the majority of people who've ever played. So I was expecting to get a round of applause and wow, great game. I made it really, really far. But it was all about the comments that I had made. And I was just very, very shocked.
So Aaron's, I thought they were going to clap for me. I was such a good competitor. I was 22. So obviously, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And also Altered Snowplow saying, oh, Aaryn is a plagiarist, is her best defense. Yeah. Even at that, even her She couldn't even be original in that. And she didn't attribute her source. She didn't cite her source.
Shocked as a 22-year-old, and I knew it was live, so I was very panicked, like right off the bat.
And you know what? When you say things like that and people call you out for it, you probably should be panicked. You should have some shame, and you should feel called out. Those are the appropriate feelings to feel. But then you also should feel some self-reflection and probably take some accountability. Maybe, I don't know.
And so the audience actually booed me when I walked out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, like, first of all, that's a horrific experience, I think, for anyone to have to go through. But at such a young age, at 22.
Wait a minute. Yes, Mark, the comments you made, but Aaryn, you just said they were jokes. It's a joke. It's a joke. And now Lara's going to be like, you were a baby. You were a fetus, 22. My God, how dare they hold you accountable?
And on top of that, not really appreciating how other people viewed the things you said. And like you said, you really didn't have any intention of offense or anything like that. I'm sure that must have impacted you pretty deeply.
It did.
This is ridiculous. If you didn't have any, you didn't want to make offense, why did you only say it at times when you were upset with these people? It wasn't like you and Helen were chilling and you're like, hey, Helen, you know what? This. And then she would be like, that's really offensive. Oh my God, I thought it was a joke. No, you would say it when you were mad at her. You're like, shut up and go make some rice. Like, please stop, Aaryn. Why are you even talking about this if you haven't grown at all? Why is she even bringing this up? So she can be on Lara's channel? Lara's channel has not even close to as many subscribers as you. What is going on here?
It did, because a lot of the people, or a lot of the castmates, they were saying that I had this horrible beef with, we were actually like very close.
I'm sorry, what? You and Helen were close? You and Candace were close? You and Howie were close? I don't think you were close to any of the people of color in the house. You were close to Gina Marie. That was your bestie for the restie. What is she talking about? She is rewriting history. Good thing we have live feeds. Good thing we have YouTube channels that have, all of your greatest hits, quote unquote.
So that's another reason I was shocked, because they had taken these, you have to remember we were there 24 hours a day, every day, no, magazine, no news, no calls from your family. It's just you and these people. So they took my worst moments, and these little clips of my worst moments. I mean, if you took my worst moments with my husband, you would think that we hated each other. Had great relationships.
That's weird to say. Also, maybe telling. Okay. It wasn't just your worst moments. I love, this is always the defense. It's like, oh, God, it's only a couple clips. It was like, it was a lot. It was often, it was frequent, and you were very comfy saying it. And if these friends of yours were your friends and you were just joking around, why did they never come out to your defense? Why did they say, no, that was very defensive. I didn't like that. So it looks like these friends of yours didn't see it as jokes. And also, you weren't friends with any people of color in the house. Your friends were Gina Marie, another white girl. The girl that was such a disappointment from Minnesota, the brunette, she didn't last long, who was dating that Jeremy guy. Oh my God. And then who was she? Wasn't she hooking up with that surfer dude that left early? You hung out with all the whites. You had all the white. You had a mayonnaise alliance. Don't lie.
With these people, and coming out of the house, it was as if I, killed their dog. It was.
Wow.
What? Did she say peeled their dog? What is a peel? Oh my God.
We hated each other. Had great relationships with these people, and coming out of the house, it was as if I, killed their dog.
Oh, it's not like she said peeled. She said keeled. Why do you have to bring up dogs and killing dogs? And why is that always how people go? It's not like I murdered anyone. You did. You murdered my ears. You murdered progress. Okay? You murdered equality with your dumbness.
It was
bad. I mean, I can't even imagine. Honestly, like it's probably a good lesson, or was a good lesson for you, as
clearly not,
to how kind of disingenuous I feel like the mainstream media is. And
Lara, knock it off with get out of here with the self-tan and this mainstream media is so disingenuous. Not my channel. This is where we do the hard hitting right view. Don't forget to wear red.
On a whole nother level, all of the things we see out there are not always real, whether it's...
No, I love how they always think they're going to they're just dropping truth bombs. Guess what? Reality TV isn't real. What? Oh my God, Lara, thank God you pointed that out. I thought everything they do and say and everything was exactly rooted in realness.
It's on Instagram, whether it's on a TV show like this, because as you're saying, look, you have 24 hours a day of footage to go through. And of course,
Lara, did you even watch the clips? Did you do any research, journalist Lara? If you don't want to be like the mainstream media who you say are disingenuous and dumb, did you do any of your own research? Because if you did, this would be the time now. You allowed the question and you said, hey, tell us about it. And you'd be like, actually, I did watch some of the things. And I feel like it's disingenuous. No, you didn't do any of the damn research yourself. You just are believing Aryan Nation Aaryn.
First, what do? They go through and they pick the things that they know are going to get people worked up, either in a good way or in a bad way.
Stop, Lara.
And they really kind of hone into that because they want ratings and they don't quite frankly care how it impacts anyone else, how it was going to impact you. They didn't even want to come to you and kind of give you a heads up about it. You had no idea, as you said, going into this. So yeah, I'm sure people can appreciate.
I love how when people are being racist or bigoted, they're like, you know what's the real wrong? Someone should have told me I was being racist so that I wasn't held accountable. Someone should have told me.
From your standpoint, how upsetting that must have been for you. But
yes, let's make Aaryn the victim. Oh my gosh. Yes, Lara is the Howie Mandel School of Sandoval. I'm not going to do any research into my stomach. It's just I'm just going to surface level save my fellow white blonde. All the white blondes.
But I have to give you a lot of credit because you know what? You kind of.
For what? For what? She's now lying to you in her bedroom with new tots. What are we giving her credit for?
Picked yourself up. You moved on from there. You are now a mom to 4.
That doesn't prove any. That doesn't. What? Huh? So she's a mom now. Well, you're a mom now, so it doesn't matter. Everything's erased. What is this? No wonder I never heard of this lady. She don't make no sense.
Girls, and you met your husband, as you said, because you,
we're racist.
You were on Big Brother. You started your own
and racist
clothing company.
We're racist.
And I've seen your videos on.
They're racist.
And Instagram, you do such cool videos and
that are racist.
On YouTube, and I think it's great the way that you
are racist.
Kind of move from that and become an entrepreneur.
Racist.
Or become, something from,
racism.
What that all started as. So congratulations to you
on your racism.
I think are in order for being able to.
Oh my God! Stop, Lara! Stop.
Pick up. How long did it take?
Is she paying Lara? Is she going to give Lara some of her subs? Good God.
Before you were like, you know what? Here's what I want to do. I think I'm going to continue. I'm going to kind of do. I mean, it is kind of a little bit of a reality show that you have on your YouTube channel, right?
Stop. No. What an insult to people that actually make reality TV and that actually are all these editors and producers and people who are talented. No, after this season of Scandival, no, please stop. That was art. This is whatever this is.
All right.
Why does her shirt, why does she have belts on her shoulders? What's going on there?
It is.
Yeah.
So
it is real. Thank you for asking me, Lara. And thank you for not holding me accountable, Lara. Thank you. Props to the whites. Can I say that? Sorry. Okay, never mind.
After I got off the show, it wasn't long after that I met my husband. He wanted
boring. Okay.
me to move in with him in Houston. I was living in.
So that guy was like, I love this. This is kind of bigotry I like. He swooped her up and moved in. Did they live in sin?
San Marcos at Texas State. So I moved with him. I thought I wanted to be an event coordinator for a minute. That wasn't.
Jeez, she's wanted to be a lot of stuff. Thought I wanted to be an event coordinator. It turns out a lot of those companies didn't want to work with bigots. Go figure. So unfair. Poor me.
No, I got pregnant. I was making.
When all else fails, have a baby.
I was making Etsy cups, like the glitter Yeti.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is the worst of white women. This should be on. Is there a website called The Worst of Whites? Because this is every white woman, like stereotypical thing we want to run from is what she's giving right now. And then I put glitter on cups and I sold it on Etsy. What?
Yeah, so I was doing those.
That was a viable career? There's like artists on there. I mean, granted, I do have beaded bracelets, but she's acting like she's Dan Picasso over there.
Put those in the dishwasher, by the way. Just going to be a public service announcement for people.
Laura, you're so relatable. Don't put them in dish. I mean, I don't. My servants do. But Eric, we have multiple dishwashers. We don't touch them. It's dirty. It's for the pores.
I know from experience. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm trying to put glitter in a dishwasher. I once tried to put my head in there. A la Sylvia Plath. Didn't work. just got a lot of water up my nose.
Yeah, so I was doing those. And while I was making my cups, I was watching YouTube. And I was kind of introduced to.
Oh no, YouTube inspired her. Cancel YouTube. Cancel YouTube. Evelyn, thank you so much for the first super chat of the live. Evelyn said, I'm behind, but had to tell you, I love when you roast these podcasts. LOL. Hope you will continue roasting. I love Tom also. Yes, that'll be coming tomorrow. I'll be doing a new roast and recap of Everybody Loves Tom Sandy Butt. All right, let's hear more about your shitty cups, allegedly.
To this world of vloggers. And I knew YouTube. I wanted to do YouTube after I got off, but I had kind of like dabbled.
What a novel idea. One of the Big Brother contestants wants to do YouTube.
In it, but never committed. But then when I was doing my glitter cups, I was typing.
Oh my God. Stop with the glitter cups. She's still selling them? Why are we still plugging glitter cups? Is anyone buying these? Starbucks has tumblers now. But also support the real like creative artists and people on Etsy, except for Aaryn.
And like, because I was pregnant. So every week of my pregnancy, I would type in and be like, 6 weeks pregnant symptoms.
God.
And so all of these women would go on and they would talk about their week of pregnancy. And I was like, hey, I could do that. That would be really fun to like document and go back and watch all of these weeks of my pregnancy.
For
and
who?
I had a YouTuber named Anna Ciccone that I just really idolized.
Who thinks it's funny except for you and entertaining? Oh my God.
And so I just kind of modeled my channel after what Anna was doing. And it just like took off like right away.
So she copied this Anna. Like, Anna, you need a copywritten, so don't copy me. You need to do something. She just admitted that she stole your entire gig. The gig is up. I just modeled it exactly after her. I just plug and played myself in.
Because at the time, family channels and pregnancy vlogs, which I didn't realize like how viral they were at the time, but that was like the thing to do when I did it. So I got in just right place, right
God.
time. Now I did like a 6 weeks pregnant video. I don't know if it would get, the same amount of attention, but at that time it was very the thing. And so I did every my first pregnancy, I updated on my symptoms, how my belly was growing, like
whoa,
everything from A to Z. And I was very candid. I didn't hold anything back.
Did you talk about farting?
And it just
You talk about shitting?
took off. And from there,
Talk about shitting on the table and farting?
we did a little bit of like family vlogging, but I learned very soon that I really needed to dial back what I was putting out there of my kids, because reading the comments about me is fine. But
yes. Note to self, don't pimp out your children. It can be very dangerous. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
when it comes to your children, it's a whole different ball game.
Oh, people are so insane out there. First of all, let me just say this about people who have
Lara, you cannot be married to Eric Trump and be telling us we're insane, ma'am. I am so sorry. You're married to a Trump Chucky doll, and you're like, people are so insane. Look in the mirror, lady.
The gall, shall I say, to
the gall
comment on somebody's post, whatever it is, a photo, a video. You know what? I think you and I probably feel the same way. I get it. I'm here for the good and the bad. I know there are people who, no matter what I post, are going to have something horrific and awful to say.
Yes, because you're kind of awful, Lara. I'm just getting introduced to you, but you're awful. You're not a good interviewer. You're not a real journalist, as you say. You don't do your homework. You totally gave her all the outs on this. You didn't ask any hard-hitting questions. This is just a propaganda machine, and you're all wearing red, and you have the same spray tan. It's really boring, Lara. It's really, really boring. I hate to tell you, but it's really boring, okay? And you married a guy, you know, that little doll guy, and now you have your channel, but doesn't really have, you think you'd have more subscribers. Your last name is Trump. Yeah, those, well, maybe them people don't have a computer. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know.
To say about me, to say about the way I look, about whatever it is.
We don't care how you look. The only thing we talk about is the spray tan, and that, you know, you're helping out your fellow white over there. But, oh God, Lara. Oh my God.
Like, bring it on, because obviously.
Bring it on. Obviously, it doesn't hurt me. That's why I'm talking about it so much. I love the people who are like, it doesn't bother me. Bring it on. But I'm going to bring it up. So then we know it bothers it. Look at Aaryn. She's like, are we talking about you now? It's a battle of two women who just want to talk about themselves. She's like, this part's boring. This part's boring when it's about Lara. And Lara's like, bring it on, you guys. I don't care. Yes, I'm 41. I don't give a shit. Yes, I'm married to Eric Trump. Whatever. I have my own thoughts. I don't even care, except for when I care. And you're all awful and mean and stupid, and reality isn't real.
Obviously, you guys have nothing better to do.
We do. I hate when people say that too. Obviously, you have nothing better to do. We do. We have tons of other things we can do. We just are taking the time out of our day because you're that awful. That's it. That's it. Yeah, we have better things, and we do better things. That's just a mere minute where someone leaves a comment saying, hey, you suck. It happens to me too, Lara. It happens to me too. It doesn't mean they have nothing else to do with their day. It just means, hey, they just wanted to stop in, tell me I suck, or tell you you suck. And it's real bothering you.
than to put negativity out in the world and
unlike this positivity we're dealing with right now. Why are there belts for her straps? I don't get it.
comment on some person who you've never met.
I feel like I met you. I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you. I feel like I blocked you. I feel like we've had a long-standing relationship of you trying to reach out to me, connect with me, get me to join your MLM, like you guys are saying, and in the comments. And I said no, and you wouldn't stop. No means no, Lara.
You know, about their, whatever it is about in their appearance or their persona. But you're right. The second you start messing with our kids, like that is it.
Oh my God. Then they always go to this. They're messing with our kids. No, stop. Very few people are going to do that anyways. And really the real question to the family vloggers and bloggers is, why are you pimping out your children in that way? That's kind of the real question. And now we're seeing behind the curtain, and a lot of you people are very problematic.
I'm like, what were people saying about your kids? This is awful.
Why would you want to repeat that, Lara? Stop trying to get those clicks and views by pimping out the kids again. Aaron's like, oh, now I got to think of a lie. What did they say? They said my kids were white and that they were Southern. I'm sorry. I'm going to need a minute. What is she going to say? Right? No one wants your freaking kids. No, the majority of people who leave are not going to give two shits. Nope. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Anyone who comments on kids is trash, but they always want to put that to the forefront. Like that's the thing that's really like, oh, so that they can't be held accountable, because they're like, but the kids, they're hurting their kids. It's like, no one's hurting your kids but you. You're the only one endangering your children. No one else is hurting the kids. So let's see what lie Aaryn comes up with.
Well, I was even getting death threats.
Oh, not the death. And they always go to the death threats. It is like, this is tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. Every problematic person on the internet says, yes. Did I say bigoted things? Yes. Am I a homophobe? Yes. Am I a racist? But people said I should die. Oh. And then everyone goes, oh, not death threats. Not death threats. Girl, stop. Please stop. Please stop. They always do this. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What? Ma'am, your father-in-law gave out death threats during his term as president. What are you talking about?
And I know that it was because of big.
How are you going to be Donald Trump is your freaking father-in-law and you're like, oh, death threats. Not the guy who told everyone to storm the Capitol and break in and hurt people and find AOC and Nancy Pelosi. Oh.
Big Brother. I know that it wasn't just like random people that just saw my video. It was people that hated me from Big Brother, you know, and then they would come on and make horrible comments about.
Yes, people are going to hate you. They're going to leave comments. Oh my God, this is more boring than I thought it would be. This is so ridiculous. You guys, seriously. It's making my lips dry.
Oh, you know, violent things that they would like to do.
So just the death threats to you? That's it? What about the kids? The kids!
To my children. So.
Nice.
Nice. Lara, nice. Oh, real nice. Lara doesn't like that. Stop it, Aaryn.
I didn't realize that the internet was like that evil. I know they were evil, but I didn't think when it came to kids that it would be that way. And so I dialed that back a lot, changed what I was sharing. At this point in time, I don't.
That's not necessarily true, because I just looked at your channel and I saw pictures of kids. I saw the kids talking, kids, and coffee.
Share them. I do share them, but not how I used to. We used to be very like family vlog, daily vlog. This is what we're doing all day. And now I really think,
well, that's kind of dangerous. Like even my husband on the little tiny YouTuber level I'm at, if we're like out doing something in real time, he's like, let's wait to post it till later, especially if we're like out of town or something. So, I mean, I think some of this stuff is just looking out for yourself. I mean, it's pretty dumb to be like, hi, we're right here. We just showed you our house and all of our money, and then we're right here. Right? Here's the exact pinpoint of where we are. I mean, there's creepy people. Doesn't make it right, but
before I think before I post, because I know that a lot of people are going to have something to say, and they're my babies, and I'm very mama bear about it.
All right, come on, go on with it. You didn't even tell us anything they said. I'm just making stuff up at this.
Girl, I mean, you really went after it. I only did 2, and I feel like that's really my upper limit. But I mean, I give a lot of credit to anybody.
Mama bear.
Quite frankly, anybody who has 1 kid, like that's a lot. Yeah. And so giving mad credit out there, but how is it with
not mad credit? Lara's like giving mad credit out there. Learned that at my yoga class, Pilates.
4. How is your husband with 4? He's the only guy.
Oh my God, your poor she's surrounded by 4. Oh my God, that's 5 females. We call them females. Oh my God, your poor husband. We're horrible, right? Us women. Oh my God. Look at Laura's about to go into this like tired trope, this tired cliche. Oh my God, the poor guy with all these women, the estrogen. Oh, what are they going to do? Love him? Show him how to be a great person? I mean, come on, stop with this. Oh my God, so horrible. Ooh, poor husband, poor guy, men rule.
Yeah, I mean, really what?
Yeah, Aaron's like, yeah, we're not going to murder him. When we all start menstruating together, we're going to murder him with our menstruation.
I think about it all the time, like how good he is with them. And he's
Aw.
dad. I did get very lucky because we had talked about it in a previous video. There are a lot of dads who just refuse to step up. But my
Huh? Who? Shitty dudes? There's a lot. What? Huh?
husband will help like with nighttime routine if I have something I need to do that night. We have a nanny, so that makes everything just, she's our angel. But when it's just the two of us, like he will do his half. Like he doesn't try and do the whole you're the wife, you do everything. Like he really helps. So he's a good guy.
I love it. And I mean,
God. What is this, 1940? What do you mean? We're so like, it's a novel, something we should praise him for. He doesn't say I have to do everything. Like he doesn't say, hey bitch, go wash my undies. Like he like lets me have an opinion somewhat. And he's a really great guy. He doesn't tell me to get back in the kitchen. Sometimes I get to leave the kitchen. What are you talking about? This is ridiculous. This channel is silly.
It's not like you just have kind of an easy casual setup. You live on a ranch, right? You have like cats, goats, pony,
Wait,
rabbit.
you told us you grew up on a ranch and that's why you're a bigot. And now you're back to the bigot ranch? Oh God.
It's like, there's a lot going on there. Did you know? I mean, I guess since you grew up that way, was that sort of the plan?
I would love to have had this life, younger. This would be like the dream life that I always wanted. I didn't know if I would have it, but this is like ideal for me. My husband helps so much with the goats and the pony because they're a hobby. It's like a hobby farm. Like
you say your husband helps with the goats and the pony? Why do you even have goats and a pony? And what's the hobby of the hobby farm? I'm so confused by this. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the thank you for letting me be a woman, man. Thank you. Oh, I know we're très difficile.
We don't get anything out of having, which is a miniature horse. There's a lot of people have an issue with calling a miniature horse a pony. So she's a miniature horse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. By the way.
Oh, so she's like Farrah from Teen Mom. She probably bought one of those bred tiny horses. I don't really know how that works, but I could see her putting glitter all over that and trying to sell it on Etsy.
You're exactly right. I'm an equestrian, so I should have known.
Of course you are.
That, but I'm not the one who told me that. I'm not going to say who it was, but someone told me that. It's okay. A mini horse.
Donald Trump.
Of course.
Yes.
Mini horses are like the coolest, greatest personality animals. If people.
What do you know about? How come all these rich white ladies know about mini horses? What the frick?
Are not aware, right?
They're sweeter than ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got 6 Nigerian dwarf goats.
What is with you and the little animals?
We've got one
It sounds like a fetish.
Holland lot bunny. We used to have 2, but my girl Holland lot murdered the other Holland lot.
Your bunnies are murdering each other? Man, why are you sharing that?
So we've got one. I've got 2 ragdoll cats, 1 Persian cat, and then I have a Great Dane mixed dog. So we
love it.
Who's taking care of all these animals?
Animals. Yes.
I'm all about like a menagerie of animals. I have 3 dogs. Right now my kids are like desperate to get a cat or maybe like 2 cats. And I'm like, my husband is going to kill me. I did a big fundraiser.
Husband's going to kill me. Oh my God. My husband's going to kill me if he finds out what I do as a woman.
Recently for a dog rescue that I'm very involved with. And every time I go to do these things.
How involved? You show up once a year for the dinner to be the keynote speaker so they can give you an award. How involved are you, Lara? Okay. I could be wrong, but how involved? You say really involved. How involved? You can't just be at the fancy dinner.
I know my husband's like, please don't let her bring home another animal. Because
I gotta look into this real quick, you guys. I just need a quick break from them. Eric Trump because the other Trump guy cheated, right? And Lara Trump, weren't they getting a divorce or wasn't it something? Eric Trump marries Lara Unaska in luxurious Palm Beach in 2014. Okay. Oh, E did a story how Eric Trump and Lara Trump became the least controversial. Okay. So they're the least. Okay. So I think it was the other one that cheated with what's her face from Danity Kane, that lady who dated Pauly or I was gonna say brother Pauly, but that was a guy at the Catholic Church when I grew up. Pauly D. She dated him, and then he broke up with her because he said she didn't pick up all the dog poo-poos, or maybe she lives in filth. I don't know. But I thought there was something about them, but maybe not. Maybe I just was making that stuff up. It looks like they met while out with friends in 2008 and have been married since 2014. Oh, she looks a little different. Yep, she's got a little bit of stuff. Good for you. Good for you, Lara. Met while out with friends. Oh, God, he's just interesting. They adopted a beagle named Charlie. Oh, that's so great for them. He proposed to her 5 years after the first date. The couple wed at Mar-a-Lago. Oh. Eric and Lara. Okay, here we go. They joined the campaign. Okay, Eric mentioned Lara in a speech at the 2016 Republican National Convention. Way to go. Eric took a two-month hiatus from her job, or Lara did. She worked at Inside Edition. Oh my God. To join her husband in supporting Trump's campaign. Of course she did. Okay. Eric and Lara attended Trump's inauguration. Lara was officially hired as senior consultant for the Trump re-election campaign. Lara had babies. Okay, she had a couple babies. Okay. I thought there was some kind of controversy. I guess that's the other brother. The other brother is like, do you got a first aid kit handy? Do you know how to make me cheat on my wife? No, you can't make me. I did it on my own, but women are evil. Okay, let's see what else.
Because sometimes it happens, Aaryn. You know what I mean? Like I can't turn away if I have a connection and they're calling me and they need some help. What am I gonna do? Wait a minute. The dwarf goats. I feel like I need to hear more about this. What size kind of goats are we talking about? Like how big are they?
Did you call them dwarf goats? Dwarf? Oh my God, why are we talking about goats? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
twice the size.
Fantastic. God, what a good time that is. I feel like
so fun.
We should have done this at the ranch, honestly.
Yeah.
So just come down there. I mean, let's do it again sometime. It's funny because as people are hearing your story, I feel like people probably listen to what happened to you on Big Brother and they're like, oh yeah, cancel culture, blah, blah. But you kind of experienced cancel culture, Aaryn, before it was cancel culture. Right?
No, I'm so tired of hearing about cancel culture. I am so damn tired. How could she have experienced cancel culture and now have a bigger following and more money and new tits after? That's because there is no cancel culture and she didn't get canceled. She got called out and held responsible. Okay, she got a consequence culture and the consequences weren't even that bad. So bad, in fact, that just a couple years later, she could go to the internet and get a huge following. I'm so tired of these people. I am so tired.
Because this was 10 years ago now. Is that right?
Yeah, I think almost.
How canceled are you? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they tried to cancel me too from Inside Edition. I'm Lara.
You didn't even know at the time that this was like a thing because this sort of thing hadn't even started, right?
I feel like I was one of the I don't know if I am, but I feel like I was one of the very first, like very widespread.
Oh yeah, she is the Sister says she's the foremother of cancel culture. Girl, bye. Seriously, bye. This is definitely privilege culture. What you're dealing with is privilege culture. You still, 10 years later, don't have to take any accountability and people will still follow you and give you their hard-earned money for what?
Spread publicly, like internationally canceled person.
Okay. And no one knows about you internationally. Like maybe a couple people in Canada who watch Big Brother. Otherwise, nope. Stop it.
Gosh.
House at 23. I had no idea what that even was. Now, with TikTok, everyone is canceled.
Oh yeah. What?
Oh my God, stop. Then why are you on TikTok? Then why do you use TikTok? Then why are you making money off TikTok if it's so horrible and everybody's canceled? How come you're not canceled?
Everyone's canceled for everything. That's why.
Lara, this is, I mean, I went to school for journalism and I'm not saying what I'm doing here is me being a journalist, but I feel like I have a little more journalistic integrity. I think most comedians do than half of these so-called wannabe journalists to just say these things that are just blatantly false. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, everybody's canceled. Really? All of us, Lara? And how do you have a platform? How do you all have a platform if you're all fucking canceled? Who's the cancel daddy? Who is the holding the door? I want to know who cancel daddy is. Who's the one in charge of all of the canceling?
But I will say, they tried to cancel you, but you kind of proved that you are only canceled if you allow yourself to be.
Okay, so now poor you were canceled. You were the first, but actually you weren't. You guys, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. I mean, it is just the lies.
Because you could have just kind of gone and hidden away. You could.
Oh, that would have been so great. You should have done that. That would have been so great. Educate yourself. Oh my God, that would have been so amazing. But no, fame.
could have been like, you know what, enough with putting myself out there. I see where that got me, like not really into this whole thing. But you didn't
No, she admittedly said this show that allegedly canceled her now gave her a platform to do what she does today and to meet her husband. So I would say there was nothing about cancel. It was lucky, Aaryn Nation Aaryn.
do that. You kind of stepped up and you said, you know what, this was my dream to
She stepped up and turned on the YouTube camera. Oh my goodness, Lara.
go out and be in front of people and show them, you know, me and my life. And you did that, and you're doing that. You're being incredibly
doing it. You're every woman. It's all in you. Anything you want done, baby, you do it somewhat naturally. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shake your tots. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can cast a spell. Pretend I'm not racist. I can tell you the history as I rewrite it.
really successful at doing it. And tell me about your clothing company, because
Oh no, you have a clothing company? Oh my God. First it was the glitter cups. No one wants to wear that. What? No, well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of fashionable. This shirt is a flannel from Costco. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, I love Costco flannels. Costco has some decent clothes. However, nobody wants to wear that belt strap tank top. No. This looks like Avril Lavigne circa 2008 skater boy she'd wear underneath a hoodie. No. Wow, the privilege. She has what?
because I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
I think that's awesome. I'm never going to buy your clothes because I'm Lara Trump and yours are still a little too porous for me, but that's great. Where do you sell it? Is it that Sheena?
Well, we decided to start a boutique, but I had wanted to do this for the past, I don't know, 3 years.
Jesus. Louise, this girl, I mean, how could she be canceled? She thought she could do everything. I wanted to be a travel blogger. I wanted to be on Big Brother. I wanted to be on The Real World. I wanted to do journalism. I wanted to do clothing. I wanted to do glitter cups. I mean, she's like the American dream over here. She's like, I could do anything.
About 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to have my own brand. And not only is it the boutique, which I feel like a lot of influencers have, kind of influencer boutiques can be a dime a dozen, and I get that. But I had started a diaper bag line from scratch. Like we drew this up.
Oh, not a shit bag line. Oh my God. I drew it from scratch. Okay. So Aaryn Nation Aaryn was like, husband, hi. So I have an idea. Okay. So my idea is that I am going to draw from scratch. Let me just get something here. Okay, so I have an idea. Okay, I know people go to like FIT or FIM or FIG, whatever it is. But it's gonna go like this. It's gonna like this, and then there's this, and then there's a top, and there's a zipper, zippy zip zip, and then maybe some glitter diaper bags. I did it from scratch. That's just how I like imagine she did it at the ranch, and it was so fresh. It was fresh.
With pencils. Like I had hired a designer to help me draw it up. We went to Miami to find people to help us to start really from the ground up, because I don't know if you know, but a lot of influencers can find these companies now where they already have a product.
We know Shein exists. We know all about them.
You put your stamp on it. They like my product. That is not what we did. We did the old fashioned way from scratch, starting 3 years ago. And I just yesterday, the samples finally came in that are
just yesterday. Jeez, that took a long time for a shit bag.
Perfected, that we can photograph starting tomorrow.
Oh, so cool. Yeah.
Oh my God. Tomorrow? Drop the link, girl.
I watched an episode of your show on YouTube where you guys were.
It's not a show. It's a YouTube video. Lara.
Doing like a photo shoot, right?
Yeah, probably for the boutique. We were probably doing yes. But I decided to do it because I was relying on brands, like a lot of sponsorships and ads on YouTube, because that was what.
So now she's like, I want to make my own brand. Probably because the brands were like, we don't really want to work with her anymore. She's kind of annoying.
Was paying me at the time. Well,
she keeps stealing our ideas, allegedly.
Every once in a while, there's a wave of, I feel like it's like up and down, or it has been for me since I started YouTube, where the ads are really good. You're making a lot of money. You got a ton of sponsors coming in, and then something resurfaces and everyone goes after your brand.
Oh no. You mean you're held accountable and you never took accountability and you never just said, I'm sorry, I've grown and here's how I've grown. You never did that. So you're like, quit telling me what I did, telling me that I have to say sorry.
Or,
hurry up, Aaryn.
Or your video gets demonetized for absolutely no reason. And
we know all about that. Believe me.
Lara's like, oh yeah, all my January 6th videos. And I was like, oh, all my videos that were like, the president isn't the president. They just demonetize it like it's fake news, and it's not. It's clearly real news. The mainstream media isn't ready to hear it.
They love that. It's so
Yeah.
nice of them. Yeah.
And these ladies are just like victim city township. Oh yeah, I know about that. I know about that.
No explanation. And they don't need an explanation, Aaryn. That's the frustrating part is.
Okay, like don't make me defend YouTube because I don't want to, because I get mad at YouTube too. But let's be real here. YouTube is a private company owned by Google, and they can make that decision if they want to. They set their own rules. It's like it's and these are the same people that then cry and go, we don't have to make a gay cake if we don't want to. We say guys get married and we don't want to make them a cake. Don't make them make a cake. But then they're like, let me say whatever I want on YouTube. But no, YouTube works the same way as you say your gay, the anti-homophobic bakery, or no, it would be the homophobic anti-gay bakery works. They don't want to make a cake for the gay lovebirds. But then it's just like, oh, it's just tiring. It's tiring. It's tiring. They don't see it. Or they actually probably do and they don't care.
Is these like
People won't question it.
overlords at all the
Overlords? Ma'am, your last name is Trump.
social media companies and all the big.
I love how she's talking like she's a little person. Your father-in-law was the president of the United States. Your husband is his son. What are you talking about? You got a job on that administration coming off of Inside Edition. What were your credentials to run every part of the machine that runs the country? That is the overlords.
big tech people. They just make the
Tech people. Oh no. Oh no.
decisions, and then everybody else just has to like follow suit. We have almost no recourse for anything because in
You do. It's called money. You have it, Lara, allegedly. And you guys can fight copyrights and things like that us small people can't. What the hell is going on?
many cases, you know, these none of these
my
companies are
God.
regulated by any
Allegedly.
standards at all. It's just a free for all.
Yes, they do whatever they want. And that
Yeah.
What? Kind of like how you guys want to deregulate the banks and such? What? What in the John McCain are you talking about?
was that I'm at
I
the
love how they want regulations when it affects Lara, but everything else they're like, no, deregulate it. Deregulate it. Stop. No, we don't care. They're just stealing from the poors. It's the poors.
mercy of other people. And I wanted to be like, if I failed, I wanted that to be my fault. I didn't want anybody else to have a hand in
Girl.
whether or not I'm going to get a brand deal or whether I'm going to, my video is going to be monetized. I was like, I'm going to be the brand. I'm not going to do this anymore because it was getting really old. I had a company that made pre-made meals for children that they were sending me every month, like meals.
What? Pre-made meals for children? Girl, you are out of touch. What is good? Huh? Make the PB&J and call it a day. What is happening over here? What? Have you done, has any of these women ever done, I'm just asking. I mean, they could have, I doubt it, but who knows? You know, we'll give them a fair shot. Anything for people to help them, not only the rich, not only the white riches, you know, because Uma Thurman has a great company I heard her talking about that is forming in different cities, and it collects like a package for new mothers in need in communities and promotes a sense of community where you use all these things and then they're also recyclable and they clean them and they send them to the next mother, because within the first 0 to 3 years of life is when the baby's brain develops so rapidly, and so it's like you need all these things and you might not have, you know, the resources for them, and that's like she's doing something. Like, what are you guys doing but complaining about being canceled while you're both on a huge platform with lots of followers, making lots of money and getting fake tots and new faces, allegedly?
Meals for my kids, like, and I would promote them and they were saying these meals for my kids. They pulled that because they had complaints. And I'm thinking like, okay, so the people that are
They pulled your baby food, pre-made baby food delivery service because you got lots of complaints? Huh?
complaining, you're like, I can buy my kids meals, but you're literally taking food out of my children's mouths because you don't like me. I have done nothing on my YouTube channel to offend anyone. I've done nothing but speak positive on my YouTube channel.
I don't know, because there's, if you search your name, which I did, because unlike Lara, I like to do a little bit of research, and I don't even have to. I'm just a comedian. I could just get up here and tell dick jokes. That's my job, and still get paid for it. But it looks like there are channels that dissect problematic things you say. There's also a Reddit group that has like snark and things and calls you out on shit. So, I mean, it's not like you're just like, you know, rainbows and butterflies. It looks like you've had some drama because you're on some of the YouTube drama channels.
And never, I don't attack people. I don't speak racist. I don't speak homophobic.
She doesn't speak racist. She doesn't speak homophobic. That was old Aaryn. Those are jokes, you guys.
But since they did not like me from Big Brother, that got pulled from under my feet.
Don't just assume that that's the case. What if people don't like you how you are now?
And that was the first one. And I remember just feeling, it was a horrible feeling. And luckily now, like once the deal goes out, I'm going to get paid. My contracts are ironclad now. I don't do work if I'm not going to get paid for it. I have an attorney who does all my contracts. But
Great.
before, like there had been brands before that would just not pay.
How about you still blaming Big Brother 10 years later? Why don't you blame yourself in your behavior and the things you said? And why don't you ever have an honest conversation about them and use that negative platform you had for something good other than something that just lines your pockets? You could use it as like an educational moment. You could even just like say, I fucked up majorly. I'm really embarrassed by that. But no.
After I'd done the work.
She's still the victim.
Because they got a complaint. So no.
Maybe your products are shitty. People get bad reviews. Maybe your baby food wasn't all that. Maybe it was all bad. I don't know, allegedly. I'm just saying things.
We don't play that anymore, and we are our own brand.
Oh, she said, homie, don't play that. She said, we're our own brand. We don't play that.
You're doing it yourself. I mean, that's the best way to do it. And I love that you took this leap. You know, it's for me, people all the time are telling me, oh, you should do this or that. And I kind of feel
no one is telling you to do this or that, Lara. You don't even have 50K subs on your channel.
I think the way that you do, which is like, if I'm going to put my,
you could buy subs too.
My name on something. I mean, it better be really, really great. And I mean, it's something that I want to wear every single day, or I want to use every single day, or whatever it is. And so honestly, that
I don't think Aaryn feels that way. I think Aaron's like, I'll put my name on anything so that I can get money and get more farmhouse rustic decor.
That's why I haven't done that yet. And believe me, if I ever promote something and I ever have a product out there that I have my name on, better believe that I'm sporting.
You did. It was the Trump administration. You had your name all over it. The insurrection.
Whatever it is, or I'm using whatever it is all the time. Because I agree with you. Like it feels like that's, you know, it's hard to kind of put your name on something like that.
It wasn't hard for you. You were like, all in, give it to me.
So I give you a lot of credit for being able to kind of take that next step and take that.
She's like, I'm so cautious about what I put my name on.
Next leap. And I think it's very brave of you to have continued down.
She's brave and she's beautiful and she's a brave white bigoted woman in America who was canceled allegedly, but she still makes more money than she did even when she was getting canceled allegedly. And she's so brave that she comes out cleavage and all, talking about baby food and shit bags for the baby that she designed all by herself because she's a brave white woman with bigoted racist ideals, but they were just jokes and everybody's trying to cancel her. She's so brave and talented and smart.
Down this path, like you said, this was your kind of dream to do. And you brought up what's her name, Samantha
B,
who you wanted to be like.
Oh, her name.
She doesn't even remember. She's like, that was like an hour ago, Lara.
Anna Ciccone.
No, the one.
Oh my god.
In the beginning, Samantha Brown. Okay, for people who don't
It's like, I wish her name was Samantha White, but it's Samantha Brown.
Remember Samantha Brown? I used to be obsessed with her show, and I agree with you. It's like the greatest gig on the planet.
Justice for Samantha Brown to be mentioned by these two. I don't even know who that woman is.
If you don't remember, she used to, I forget even what channel it was on, like Discovery or TLC or something. She used to fly around the world and just stay at beautiful resorts.
Isn't that what you do?
And dine at like 5-star restaurants and just.
Isn't that what you do?
Give you her review on a television show. So obviously we're all like living through her as she did it. But yeah, I mean, like, let's do that. Can we?
You're trying to collab with her. Let's do that, Aaryn. I'm tired of this, whatever this is, the right view. Let's get, you have more followers. I think Lara is trying to do a collab and Aaron's like, I'm not here for that. I'm just here to show off my new tots and talk about my new shitbag line. Sorry, Lara. I just don't want to be associated. I'll vote for you guys for sure, but I just don't want to be associated with you guys. Sorry.
Can we just make that gig happen? Is she still doing it, or is there an opening?
Leave her alone. God, you guys are gonna steal her gig too?
For us,
I know. I don't know what it is, but that's when we switched over to like Aaryn and Nick Uncut, which is my website Gries. It's a subscription, so and there's no ads on it, and people pay a monthly subscription to watch the videos. So I don't have any advertisers to please. We say what we want. We do what we want, and the money comes from, you know, our I guess
subscribers. Yeah.
But yeah, our subscribers that like the show.
She has, okay, so her and her husband, I think Aaryn and her husband have like Nick and Aaryn After Dark, but it's like nickandaaronlive.com or something. They have some website where you can subscribe to watch them live their life. So the live feeds and being filmed 24/7 was so traumatic, so triggering that she went on to do that for a job and show her whole life all the time.
And so that way I don't have to worry about sponsors. I don't have to worry about ads. And they don't have to watch ads. And
there you go. I love it. You've got it all worked out. Well, how's it going at the house with all the girls? Like, are you?
Oh my God. Back to all the girls. How are you doing? You have 4 girls. So just want to kill them. Just kill them, right? Because it's like too many girls. Oh my God. Girls are the worst, right? We're the worst. Ew, vaginas.
Sane at this point too, still, because.
What is she talking about?
Because every day's a struggle for me. And I only have 2 kids and 3 dogs. You got the whole ranch and everything.
Yeah, but you have a girl one? Ugh, the girl ones are the worst.
Going on.
No, I feel that way too. And this isn't even the only ranch we have. So Anchor Ranch right now.
Oh my God. Humble brag. This isn't even the only ranch we have. No big deal. NBD. We have lots of ranches.
But then I have my ranch that I inherited from my dad that's 16.
The struggle is real. Then I have my ranch I inherited from my dad. It's like 16 acres. Then I have the ranch with my husband. Then I have a house. Then I homeschool. It's just like so much work. We have so many miniature things. I only like things very small and white.
16,000. So my husband portion of it, which is it's split 3-way between my dad and his 2 brothers. So my husband manages my portion. And so we're between this ranch and that ranch as far as that goes. So
what a great way for your kids to grow up, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, shut it down, Lara. You don't know.
Of a screen. It's about having them out and in nature and with animals.
Yes, not in front of a screen, just like Aaryn has her kids as she's making money off her family vlogging. They're definitely being filmed in front of a screen. Like, what are you talking about, Lara? Lara, I need you to do
all of it, and I love it. I think it's great. Last question for you before we let you go.
God.
Would you or your husband ever run for political office?
Oh, no. Stop. Lara, just because you guys do it badly doesn't mean you got to drag her into it. Okay, she's already making horrible clothes, allegedly, and shitbags. Stop it. Stop it.
Why or why not?
My husband wanted to.
Oh, of course he did. Oh my God, please stop.
Oh,
into it for a while, and I feel bad because I feel like I killed his dream, but I was like, I feel like there's no way because of me.
Well, I mean, I think if the past has shown us anything, there's a way. There's a way.
I feel like they will rip you apart, and I didn't want to see him have to go through what I went through because
Lara's like, no, that's not true. You can say the most fucked up shit and get elected. Talk to us. Talk to us.
He watches it happen to me, and I know that it's hard for him to watch it happen to me. And I understand that when it's somebody else, it's still, even when it's your wife, it's still somebody else that it's getting at. And it would be really hard for me to watch him go through that because I'm surprised that I made it out of the other end.
Oh, you guys, I'm so surprised she made it out. Moment of silence for Aaryn. She barely made it out with a diaper bag line and new tots and money and 3 ranches. Ugh, I'm so sad.
I defy you, stars! Julian!
Okay.
And to be completely honest, I don't know. And so I would just hate to see him go through that. And I think I've talked to him out of it, but he's doing really good. He's involved in 3 different companies now. So I think his hands are full.
He's got enough going on with
one of those what are those guys called that they go into the failing companies and dismantle them? They're like the venture capitalists. No, what are those called? There's like a name for it. A lot of housewife husbands are that.
With the companies, with the girls, with the whole bit.
Girls. Oh, your daughters. Oh, poor guy. Daughters. Ugh.
And not for nothing, politics is absolutely horrible.
Not till you got there, Lara. No, it's always been horrible, but wow, interesting for you to say that.
We would know. Talk about people saying awful things about you.
I'm pretty sure people just kind of say what you guys say. You guys say some pretty bad stuff.
And just being really, I mean, and of course, most of these people have no idea what they're talking about, but.
Oh, yes. We're all idiots, Lara. You and your family are the only smarty Americans out there. We're all just dumb pores.
I digress. It's.
Dang. Lara has a chip on her shoulder the size of Taylor from BB15's Lay's sponsorship. Like, holy shit. She's mad and somebody's going to pay. And she made this interview a lot about herself. So it was So boring.
It's how it goes. So maybe a smarter move above all, and just for everyone's sanity.
You know, you could have stayed at Inside Edition. Nobody told you you had to go take a job within Trump's administration. Nobody asked you to do that. I'm sure you asked to do that.
Just stay out of it. But I totally respect that.
I love how she acts like it was brought upon her. Like she didn't just like scratch her way and go, Eric, I'm your wife. Eric, you better tell daddy to give me a job. Eric.
I totally hear it. Where can people check out all of your stuff?
If you go to my Instagram, everything funnels from there. I've got everything linked there. So my Instagram is just Aaryn Williams with an underscore in the middle.
It's weird that she doesn't use Gries.
Aaryn.
Oh, we're back on the A's. It's a callback, Lara. Aaryn. Spelling is interesting.
Aaryn. We love that. We love it for you. Well,
I don't think you love it. This lady is roasting up your name, Aaryn Nation Aaryn.
So great. Thanks for coming on The Right View.
The Right View. Girl, this is the worst name for a show. No wonder you ain't got no subscribers. How you can have all that money? Your father-in-law was the president. You were on the administration, and you have less than 50,000 subscribers. I don't understand.
Thanks for continuing on and not.
Oh my God. And thank you for continuing on. You know, despite all of the white privilege and, you know, thank you for just going forth and like spewing, you know, things that aren't true and homeschooling your children, which I'm sure they're going to love later in life when they don't know the stuff they should know. And, you know, just thank you. Thank you for just being here. Thank you for your tank tops. Thank you for your shit bags. You're just so brave. You're so brave and you're so honest.
Not letting yourself be canceled.
Yeah, don't be canceled. Well, if we have the power to not let ourselves be canceled, then arguably cancel culture doesn't exist. If you can just go, no, I'm not canceled, then why cry baby about cancel culture? If you can fight from what it sounds like to Lara, that you can just go, no, not for me, then it's really not a thing, right? It's pretty weak. Jeez.
Because it's a good lesson for a lot of people out there that you can only be canceled if you allow yourself to be.
So why are you crybabying about it? Like, why don't you just say, not me, no, la 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 la, la 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 la, you cannot cancel me, bitch.
So love that you're moving on and you're doing great things with your life, and we'll be watching.
Yeah, Lara, you're never gonna check out this chick's channel again. Don't lie to her, Lara. Don't lie. She's too poor for you. Don't lie.
Some way or another with all that you do. So Aaryn Williams, thanks for joining us. To everybody at home, if you like what you saw here, please don't forget to subscribe.
We didn't. Let's see how many likes this has got. How many views has it got? Lara quits. Please quit. Lara, stop. Why even be a Trump if you can't get more than 14,000 views? Aaryn, this is sad. I can just talk shit about TV shows and get these views. 382 likes. Nobody likes this shit. You're getting all hate watchers. Oh my God. Aaryn, Lara, wake up and smell the delusion. Oh, look at people are calling out. Andrew in the comments says, please explain to me how saying shut up, go make some rice about a woman, she's not Chinese, is a joke. Big Brother has live feeds. We saw Aaryn unedited a lot. And she came across as a pretty yucky person. Yeah, it's a good word, yucky. It's sad to see that years later she can't own up to her bad behavior. Ugh. Someone else says, so we're expected to have sympathy because she was being booed after being confronted with the vile things she said. Thank you. But yet neither of you extended empathy to the multiple people she humiliated and hurt with her disgraceful jokes. There are consequences. Thank you, Jaleesa. I appreciate that. There are consequences to poor decisions. The fact that she thought she was walking out to applause and congratulations for making it far in the game and didn't even give a second thought to the horrible things she said or how that would make her look truly speaks to her ignorance and entitlement. I'm all for letting people grow and learn from the error of their ways when they were younger. But I would expect a woman in her 30s with multiple kids, to be able to hold themselves truly accountable. She says, I grew up with a lack of diversity, and that's what informed her worldview. But her life now still has no diversity if you look at her content. So why are we just expected to believe she has magically changed? Wow, Jaleesa, that is, I wish I could give you more than a thumbs up because that is mic drop like that. Facts, you guys. Well, we got through it. We did it. Yeah, that cognitive dissonance, though. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, how many likes does this live got? We probably have close to 300 likes. I'm just going to go out on a limb. You guys hit that like. And we'll probably surpass. So now we just have to get over 382 likes. This was 7 months ago. I thought this was last week. Why is it just trending? It just started trending. That is so weird. I mean, trending. I saw it on Twitter. It wasn't trending. Jolene, stop. Jolene, now you're spreading this fake news. Okay. 7 months. Okay. So it was 7 months ago. Oh God. I would quit. I would quit. Why? I mean, what's the bonus for being married to Eric Trump? Oh my God. Thank you, husband of mine. Thank you, husbands of mine. Yes, we'll end with a funny Felicia clip, you guys, and I will be back tonight after the episode. And I'll be talking about tonight's Big Brother episode. Please like, comment, subscribe after the video posts. Leave your comments, like I said, and follow me on the social medias. And you guys are all wonderful, beautiful little pumpkin spice babies. And I hope that this was somewhat entertaining. I'm sorry those two women exist. But we will end with a wonderful, I'll just do like a clip bonanza. Is that a thing? It's a thing. Let's do it.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her? Sure ain't. Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
We got the dog. Oh, y'all done set it up. Y'all started straight to the office.
Yeah, we heard the dog. What are you doing? I ain't playing. What? Same today. So who are you aligned with right now? They've established an alliance with all of the
You did.
white heterosexuals. This is crazy. I don't even have my tooth in my mouth. Because I'm going to be fucking pissed if I do this thing and then next week you guys are trying to attack our ass. I will switch this shit up right here. I'm looking you dead in your face.
Dead in your face.
I want to know if you're fucking with me.
Felicia Cannon!
Fucking Bowie Jane. Fucking Bowie Jane.
I can't believe this. This some bull. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. This is some bull. Yes! I can't believe this. This is some bull. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Boom, 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 yes, yes, this is some bullshit. I can't believe it.